Hello everyone and welcome to a game between TGW and Neutron. This game apparently a best of 5. And someone's setting my zoom to negative 2400. Thank you, as we'll be able to see a lot more of the game. Anyways, we're looking at Night Elf versus Night Elf. TGW actually choosing random in this matchup and getting Night Elf. Meanwhile, Neutron over here on the bottom right hand side of the map. Today is the weird stuff happening in games day. All right, so, well, I promise you an interesting game with a lead in like that. What's going to be happening in this Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match? And this is not the standard version of Terranus Stand. Is this random hero? Is this the random hero version of the game? Is that why I needed to download a new version of the map? Because it's random hero and you just train a hero and you get what you get type of thing. Oh, yep, it is. All right, so yes, I understand why I had to download a new map. All right, random heroes. And what I like about this particular tournament, random heroes, is because you don't know what you're gonna get, you don't know what strategy to try and execute. As for example, getting a Death Knight as a Night Elf hero, not very helpful. Getting a Paladin as an undead, not very helpful. What is gonna be coming down in this matchup here, as we are gonna be looking at the heroes of the day and wondering what is going to be chosen. All right, so first random hero. It could be anyone. It could even be the Naga. And actually, yeah, it could be a Naga. All right, let's go ahead and get ready in this matchup here. Ancient of War, Lightning Shield already coming across, and Panda, a hero, going up against a Shadow Hunter in this Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match. I have never said that sentence ever before. Shadow Hunter first in this Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match, as Serpent Wards are now being thrown down. All right, Ancient of War absorbing quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, back to the top right-hand side, Breath of Fire blowing away the competition, taking down a couple of horses, and now needs to finish off. Come on, just attack that. Attack it. Dude, attack it. All right, I guess the archer is the only one attacking it because he doesn't want the slow coming across. All right, trying to go after this Mud Golem. Mud Golem turned around, casts slow on the Panda. And, well, you have to look very, very closely to understand that TGW is the one. He has red shoulder pads. Right, that's how you know he's a red unit. He has slightly red shoulder pads. Can't you see the detail? Coming back around, a Panda looking to clear out this Goblin Merchant shop. Should have no problem whatsoever getting to level 2 on that Panda. We do also have a Wand of Mana Stealing right there. Meanwhile, we are going for Serpent Wards and a Healing Wave on the Shadow Hunter here. Now, I am expecting to see some sort of hero, but a Kobold Geomancer? Wait, is he just hiring up a lot more mercenaries? Alright, I am absolutely... Alright. You know, Mud Golem, yeah, I've seen it. Forest Troll Berserker, Forest Troll Shadow Priest, I've seen it. Kobold Geomancer? Oh, the mercs are random too? All right. So I did not know that that everything is random. Random. Why not? All right. So Kobold Geomancer getting chosen. I was like, I didn't even know you could get a Kobold Geomancer from that mercenary camp. As I watch this game, please excuse me if I seem confused, as that's just what I am. Well, tomorrow. Yeah, this would have been a good April Fool's game just to give me, right? Just be like, hey, Crota, try to cast this game. Random heroes, random mercs, you know, you build, as a wisp, you just place down a building and it randomly transforms into something. Moonwell, Ancient of War, Ancient of Lore, you don't know. Panda clearing out of this creep camp here, and we're looking at the Shadow Hunter attempting to get to level 3. We do have double gauntlets of Ogre Strength, and well, the archers. Why are the archers? Well, red archers actually shadow melting. I had to do a little bit of a mind fake here. I'm just like, oh, there's red archers about to attack the Shadow Hunter. No, they're on the same team. Yeah, and the archers, I guess because he's not, yeah, why are they shadow melting again? Why are they shadow melt? I don't know. I really don't know what's going on in this game. Coming back around, Ancient of War down here. There are wisps down here. And, well, Kobold Geomancer, we could be getting into a little bit of slow. Kobold Geomancer is actually a fairly good, strong unit. Has access to slow, good range damage. It has 300 hit points. And with so many archers out on the battlefield, medium armor is very, very effective since there isn't that much normal damage, making that Kobold Geomancer very difficult to finish off. We are looking at, back at the north though, Neutron going to go ahead and Staff of Teleportation, retreat back, and now try and perhaps finish off some of these units. Oh, this Kobold Geomancer could get blown away pretty quickly as the Serpent Wards are still poking around. What is going on here? Neutron trying to get in front of this Kobold Geomancer. Kobold Geomancer backing around the other way as this Kobold Geomancer down to 155 hit points. There is the Dust of Appearance looking to finish off another unit again. All right, little bit of denial right there. Neutron getting a Breath of Fire off. Drunken Haze going after some of those archers as well. We could be looking at slow. There's a healing wave, but the Kobold Geomancer to the south was a bit too far down. All right, triple Serpent Wards already all in position, poking away at the space. Breath of Fire does not deal damage to those Serpent Wards, as the Serpent Wards are still poking back pretty heavily. We are looking at 700 range on those archers now. They should be able to easily handle the Serpent Wards with only a range of 6, and this is going to force TGW to go back and retreat again. All right, a quick slow on that Brewmaster. Is that an oxymoron? It's a quick slow, but it still makes sense. Yeah. All right. Quick slow on that Panda, sending him back as we see a Priestess of the Moon as the second hero.
A town is under siege.
All right, Priestess of the Moon, second hero. Okay, this is where I need to ask. Infernal contraption. Okay, there's an infernal contraption on the field. It does range of 600. It is a mechanical unit. Um, able to deal damage. There goes that Kobold Geomancer that was taken down earlier. A mechanical unit can't get healed, but it's taking a large amount of damage there. There's a Breath of Fire as the Infernal Contraption just trying... What isn't happening this game? Random heroes, Shadow Hunter first, going up against Panda first in a Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match, and we have an Infernal Contraption on the board. Attempting to, well, hide away and perhaps get repaired a little bit later. All right, Infernal Contraption could still get taken down here pretty easily. Serpent Wards, is it going to finish off? There's a Goblin Shredder. Oh, Goblin Zeppelin, is it going to finish off this Infernal Contraption? Infernal Contraption actually moves really slowly. Why would you ever? Yeah, this is a horrible unit. Like, look at that die. It's not slowed. That's how fast it moves. April School a day early. All right, Neutron. Well, getting April fooled. Getting April fooled by my replay picker. Coming back through Shadow Hunter and Priestess of the Moon. I'm coming around. Is that why the game ended the way it did the previous game? April fools me. I'm expecting this end, and then it just errors out. Tree of Life coming back around. Level 4 now on the solo Panda. Maybe that wagon has a graveyard effect or something. I don't know. I don't even know where the wagon is anymore. I've lost the wagon. Oh. The wagon is getting repaired. All right. So the Infernal Contraption, it does deal fairly high damage, 28 to 33 damage at a decent range, right? At a decent attack speed, right? It does more damage than a Dryad, and has more range than a Dryad. It just moves extremely slowly, so it needs to be used alongside. I would say used alongside Goblin Zeppelins to be able to move around the map. Otherwise, that speed is I believe the speed of a siege engine, a human siege engine, which is not very fast, but at least siege engines are durable. This Infernal Contraption will be easily taken out. All right. making our way back around down to the south. Both sides are establishing up their entangled gold mines, trying to get up their expansions. Level 3, level 1 going up against a solo level 4 panda, as the panda, well, simply just flying around right now. Serpent wards being placed down. Yeah, that infernal contraption. Heavy armor. Yep, moving around very, very, very slowly indeed. As we see, well, claws of attack +5 on the Priestess of the Moon. No sentinels, nothing. And nope, there you go. Okay, the infernal contraption, um, it hurls fiery missiles. Okay, it hurls fiery missiles. Does that mean it? Does that mean it has AOE attack? All right. Maybe they can higher and higher until they get a level 10 dragon. I didn't even, yeah, I don't even know what these units are, so I am, well, thoroughly confused. Goblin Zeppelin flying overhead. Is the panda gonna drop down, or does it look like there's nothing there? 51 supply compared to 50. Panda gonna go ahead and staff of teleportation. Where is it going? Gonna go ahead and rejoin in on the rest of the army as mass dryads and archers looking to take down this tree of life. All right, Broodmother as a unit gonna come across here, perhaps gonna try and engage. Does it have slow poison? Yes, it does. Slow poison as a, or was that from the Dryads? I can't tell if the slow poison was from the Broodmother or from the Dryad. Based on the timing of the attack, show the Vile Tormentor. Where is the Vile Tormentor? Oh. Alright, so a Vile Tormentor, a level 5 damage, dealing 31 to 37 piercing damage, having medium armor. And this random units all over the place. Oh, canceling the Scroll of Town Portal. The Scroll of Town Portal was canceled because the Tree of Life that they were trying to teleport to was destroyed. So what this ends up actually doing is it ends up well, making it so that Neutron may end up losing this Tree of Life as well. It may have actually been better if the Tree of Life was not taken down, and then only taken down after the units landed. Double Serpent Wards there. There's Breath of Fire. Archer about to get taken, or Archer getting blown away here. Panda sitting at level 5. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. More battling, more attacking. You see the Vile Tormentor still off over here with that medium armor. Is it going to get picked up? Are they going to be able to scroll a Town Portal away? That is the question, as there is silence on that Brewmaster. Brewmaster gets the Breath of Fire off, finishing off the Vile Tormentor, though. The Infernal Contraption is still in that fight, as the Zeppelin is picking up and dropping off units left and right. All right, a lot of Serpent Wards trying to poke back damage, and we are on the cusp of a major power spike for TGW, as he is about to hit level 4 and level 3 on both of his heroes, which would have been a very big deal. All right, in the all right. This apparently this is all just a test to see how well I can cast. There's a Broodmother, Dryads, Priestess of the Moon. At least I see one Night Elf hero in this Night Elf army. Shadow Hunter as the first hero. Staff of Preservation being used by the Shadow Hunter. Oh, Priestess of the Moon got a kill somewhere, able to get up to level 3. Shadow Hunter now 4 experience shy. Is this a WarCraft 3 quiz? Yeah, I need to actually like click on the unit. I'm like, what unit is that? Oh, that's the Broodmother. How did I forget? Where's the Infernal Contraption? Where is the Infernal Contraption? Oh, no, that's a Goblin Shredder. Infernal Contraption back home being repaired once more. Priestess of the Moon taking a large amount of damage indeed, as we are getting... All right, True Shot Aura for the Priestess of the Moon, who really doesn't need it. That should quickly be sold. Panda is right there. Are we going to see a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire and get some damage? That Broodmother could have been taken down. There is a Wisp Ensnare right there, as the Panda could have perhaps taken down a couple of units easily, but there are no other units nearby to try and pick off this, well, potential surprise. Shadow Hunter on the move here, getting April Fooled, and now we have a Makura Title Lord that deals chaos damage. All right, who needs strategy when you have random number generators? A Makura Title Lord, level 7, 800 damage. Does he walk? He walks around with Devotion Aura. All right, so he's walking around with Devotion Aura. There's a Breath of Fire. Gonna engage. Wait, new. Okay, is that... Hey, is that two pandas? I I thought that Neutron was going solo panda, But apparently, Neutron has two pandas, and the WarCraft overlay pad had never tested if you actually had two of the same hero.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, level 2 panda going out across the. So yeah, you can see this. It says level 2 right now, and then it goes up to level 5, then it goes back to level 2. So the overlay is going crazy. Not quite sure what to do here. Druid of the Claw trying to retreat back here. Broodmother, Priestess of the Moon, and Shadowhunter coming back across here. Breath of Fire actually would deal a really large amounts of damage. Panda getting shot down here. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. More Breath of Fire could be following up as the Makuta Title Lord is trying to retreat back. Wand of the Wind picking up that Shadowhunter here. And I don't see any Druids of the Talon, so not quite sure where that Cyclone came from, as the Ancient of War still absorbing a large amount of damage. Brood War trying to fight back here. Shadowhunter back down onto the ground. Are we going to see some more healing wave? Yes, we are, as the Drives are trying to back away. Priestess of the Moon continuing with that damage as we see a Scroll of Town portal after a Staff of Preservation. Broodmother trying to escape, gets taken down. Yep, there is the animation for that Broodmother. That spider turns on its back, and big question, yeah. The Breath of Fire of one will trigger the Breath of Fire for another. So I think you could like cast Breath of Fire, wait like 4 seconds, and then cast the second Breath of Fire, and the overlay has never been more confused. Level 5, level 3, level 5, level 3, constantly retraining, constantly changing items. Pandas sitting at level 5 here. Are we going to see some sort of entangle or no any sort of stun? Nothing of that nature. Spiders came out from the Brood Mother. So now we have a level 1 spider. Lord of the Rings spider is in fact dead. We have Devotion Aura, we have True Shot Aura, we have Shadowhunter with Staff of Preservation, and an Orb of Venom. Oh, that's actually quite scary. Shadowhunter with Orb of Venom. What actually I would be more scared of is a Shadowhunter with Orb of Corruption. Could you imagine Serpent Wards and with an Orb of Corruption getting that -5 armor? That is well, that would just be, that is scary. Let's just say that. The Makuta Title Lord constantly getting healed. True Shot Aura, crazy units, crazy items, as the expansions are being reestablished by Neutron, and well, TGW already has it. All right, I got trolled. All right. April Fools on me. All right, level 5 panda, level 3 panda in this here. Roar, and yeah, if that actually seems really scary. Drunken Haze lasts quite a bit, lasts longer than the Breath of Fire damage over time. So if you can apply that both dots onto all those units, that would be a problem. The issue, however, is, well, all of these units are actually fairly strong. You know, a little bit of damage over time on a mountain giant isn't going to change anything. Oh, that is true. Two pandas. Well, yeah, if it goes into a base race, those two pandas would be able to really blow the house down really quickly on all of these buildings that are tightly grouped together. Off to the north, actually, no, they're not that tightly grouped together. So I guess TGW already had that in mind, seeing that his opponent got a panda first and panda second. Uh, all right, I guess if Pad, if you watch this replay, you didn't account for the fact that when when a player has two of the same hero in your overlay, Invisible Panda. Panda almost at level 6. Shadowhunter sitting at level 4. Well, Mountain Giant drop inside the base here. Well, tightly packed in the back. Bear's going to have a difficult time trying to get there. Druids of the Claw, and we see a little bit of range because they did pick up a tree, and that does give them a 250 range, able to get in that damage. As we now see, well, oh, more Serpent Wards coming across here, firing from the other side. Title Lord trying to push on through, and the Mountain Giants are absorbing a large amount of damage. Range, well, Breath of Fire coming back across. We're getting some rejuvenation as the Tree of Life is, well, trying to uproot himself. He loses fortified armor, which is actually a good thing but still unable to get saved. Staff of Preservation, I believe, as the Scroll of Town Portal trying to get out of dodge here. A lot of damage as is done. Serpent Wards still being left behind, poking down a couple of those archers. All right, Serpent Ward finally getting finished off here. Back off to the north. Well, Goblin Shredder clearing things out. We are looking at perhaps a possible recharge. And are we going to be getting any other mercenary units? That is the question. Level 4 now on that Priestess of the Moon, who has level 2 Searing Arrows. So the damage on that Priestess of the Moon is going to be quite high indeed. Let's name the pandas not to get confused. All right. What, Masha and Tatsa? Or Tatsa? Or Sweet Barrow and Storm. Okay, I'll go. Storm Stout and Sweet Barrow. All right, so Sweet Barrow, the level 5. Sweet Barrow trying to make its way back across here. Does have level 3 Breath of Fire. Should be able to blow things over. Meanwhile, Storm Stout heading back off to the north here. Could try and engage over here as well. Coming back down to the south, Tree of Life getting pressured once more by Mountain Giants, trying to take this down. And there is a double expansion coming to play. TGW could try and clear that up pretty fast as well. Are we perhaps going to be getting some repairs as the Druids of the Claw? Or is it going to get Staff of Preservation? I believe there is a Staff of Preservation ready. Our pandas could be able to get off a lot of Breaths of Fire as we see an Archmage. Is Archmage third? All right, Archmage third from TGW, and it's not showing up on... Oh, no, that's a Dark Wizard. That is not an Archmage, that's a Dark Wizard. Therefore, confusing me even more. Dark Wizard with Brilliance Aura. Units are now looking to back away again. Shadow Hunter now having plenty of mana. Orb of Venom continuing to engage. We now see Earthstorm and Fire could be underway as there's a Breath of Fire coming across. Serpent Ward still poking damage back. Goblin Zeppelin's taking a lot of damage. And my brain cannot cast this game trying to figure out what this is. More confusing overall. Tree returning now on the march, making its way back over as the Dark Wizard with Chaos damage still able to rack up large amounts of damage across multiple units. I don't see Earthstorm and Fire being used anywhere, Staff of Preservation being used, but it only transports it to the Tree of Eternity, which happens to be right there. A Dark Wizard continuing the chase as we're going to see Stormstout perhaps get taken down. Level 4 Panda getting taken down as the Bears are trying to retreat or trying to chase back after all of these units. Somehow we see Skeletal Minions and Skeletal Warriors. I don't know what ability has been spawning them at all as a Goblin Shredder gets taken out. Scroll of Town Portal back to the top right as we see some repairs underway. And are we going to see some taunts? All right, it looks like the Dark Wizard actually is also a Necromancer, able to summon up Skeletal Minions and Skeletal Warriors, trying to get in front of everything once more. Rejuvenation onto the Druid of the Claw, trying to make its way back out as the units are still trying to do a bit of chasing again. Dryad getting in some Abolish Magic. Panda comes back across here, going to try and engage, perhaps getting a Breath of Fire, blowing away all of those wisps once more. Low on mana, as the Dark Wizard with Brilliance Aura giving extra mana. And really, it's been TGW doing a really strong, really great job of using these mercenaries and their effective auras to get a little bit of an advantage. Devotion Aura a little bit more stable, now adding in Brilliance Aura a little bit more healing, as this Druid of the Claw is not going to make it all the way back home. TGW with the better strat, getting all the mercs getting all of the mercenaries just seems to be working very well. As 3 bears, Neutron leaving behind 3 bears in this matchup, now sitting at 48 supply compared to 58, and Neutron now running up on 2 bases compared to TGW is compared to Neutron's 1. All right, what other mercenaries can get hired up? That is the question. Archer could get pelted down. Druids of the Claw gonna try and make their way over here to TGW's expansion. 1 Goblin Zeppelin down to 23 hit points. Units are already on transition, making its way back over. There is a Dark Wizard, a level 8 hero with 1,200 hit points and a Brilliance Aura. That is, I would say that's most humans' dream, to have a level 8 wizard there who can able to cast spells like Polymorph. All right, Dark Wizard with Polymorph and Animate Dead. Why not? Earth, Storm, and Fire coming back around here. Are we going to perhaps be seeing some Cyclone picking up some of those units? That Dark Wizard, a very, very expensive unit indeed, as the units are now looking to back away. All right, Fire making its way back over. Shadowhunter needs to get off some healing waves, perhaps onto some of his own units. Level 3 healing wave, yeah, bouncing all the way around as Earth is trying to taunt some of those units around. All right, Shadowhunter still in a great spot there. There's Cyclone picking things back up. Dryad's able to easily abolish magic there, as the Dark Wizard may not want to stick around in this battle far too long. Breath of Fire coming back across as the Tidal Lord finally gets taken down, removing Devotion Aura. All right, I believe Storm was taken out. Earth and Fire are still in play. Panda now back in play here as Sweet Borrow trying to fight back. The Storm Stout was Staff of Preservation back home. More Skeletal Warriors popping up out of the woodwork. Mana on that Priestess of the Moon level. The Searing Arrows just need to be constantly being used. As we're looking at Storm, did Storm Stout rejoin in? How did it? I thought Storm Stout got teleported back out, or was that a different unit? All right, keeping track of the game very difficult. All right, I got April fooled in this cast here, but so far it is an absolutely entertaining game. Shadowhunter sitting at level 5, Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 5. Are we going to be looking at Starfall as well? Mountain Giants coming back across here. Dryads now making their way over. And Metaphysics, if you really wanted to confuse me more, you would have given me the map and say, oh, and you, as opposed to having me like hunt for it, making me hunt for the maps, and yeah. I was like, why would I need a new map? I guess if you gave me the map, I would have scratched my head as well. Coming back down across, we're looking at 61 supply compared to 58. Level 6, level 4 Pandas. Breath of Fire finishes off a couple of those units here as we're going to surround on this Tree of Eternity. Tree of Eternity dropping like a stone in the lake. Bears are all in position. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire trying to finish this off? And where did the Panda go? Panda went into the Zeppelin right there, as we are now looking at a Satar Hellcaller now with Bloodlust. All right, Tree of Eternity is going to get taken down. Ooh. Down to 79 hit points and ends up staying alive. Staying alive ever so barely. We are looking at level 9. Level 9 units here. We are looking at Bloodlust and Unholy Aura and a Brilliance Aura, trying to pick up all of these units here. That it's a very fast melee chaos damage unit with 1100 hit points. I don't know what other spells there are. All right, fun game so far, trying to figure out what is unfolding here. Every game needs a little bit of random number generation sometimes to differentiate it from other games. I wonder how Happy would do in a tournament like this, since Happy is so cold and calculating and plays and his openings and you know, his end games so much. How would he respond to a situation where you have to deal with a Satar Hellcaller and a Dark Mage who's giving Brilliance Aura and Unholy Aura to a Shadow Hunter and Priestess of the Moon? All rather well unheard of scenarios, to say the least. Well, yeah, I think Infi could easily win there. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire on that Goblin Zeppelin? Nope, unable to hit that Goblin Zeppelin there. Satar Hellcaller going to go ahead and retreat back. Yeah, this Infi would be like, yeah, no, this is my standard game. What are you talking about? There is no difference here. He would play random in the random hero game. Ancient of Winds now getting added in once more. Pandas trying to retreat back. Where are those units going? Unholy Aura allowing for faster movement speed across the map here, as the Goblin Zeppelin still dancing back and forth. Coming back, well, yep. Shadow Hunter with Orb of Venom getting some damage here. Serpent Wards, can they actually be placed in a way, like place a Serpent Ward right there and then all of a sudden start shooting up? That would be hilarious, and overall, as the Zeppelin is trying to unload all of its units and perhaps head back out. All right, where are those units going to go? Staff of Preservation. Well, Staff of Preservation. Oh, Serpent Ward is right there on the high ground. Serpent Ward getting in good damage on that Goblin Zeppelin. Apparently, you can do exactly that. 27 to 30 piercing damage right there on that ledge, making it impossible for the Goblin
A
Zeppelin to
player's
stick
forces
around.
are under attack.
All right, coming back down here, we're looking at still a crazy, unorthodox game with no end in sight. Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 5, Shadowhunter sitting at level 5, and Mountain Giants, well, making a bit of a move too. This game is this game's going nowhere and everywhere. All right, Shadowhunter's gonna try and engage here. Druid of the Claw getting taunted back over constantly to try and engage against that Mountain Giant, and well, gets taken out. 66 supply compared to 70. TGW Neutron not quite sure how to draw the lines in this fight as they're attempting to take down this Tree of Life. Tree of Life already trying to be repaired as the armies are now making their way back over. The Dark Wizard and making their way over here as well. Priestess of the Moon getting in some damage. Are we going to perhaps be getting in some repairs? No AoE damage at all as the Shadowhunter Breath of Fire clears up pretty much all of the Wisp in the Entangled Gold Mine. Staff of Preservation saves the level 5 or save the level 6 Panda, I believe, as we see another Breath of Fire come back around. All right, units are going to be retreating back, and so much damage so quick as the Druid of the Claw dies as it leaves. All right, Scroll of Town Portal trying to, or Staff of Teleportation coming back across here to try and put pressure on this side. We could be getting in a couple of taunts. Yes, exactly that, as the Druid of the Claw just can't help himself and is trying to take down those Mountain Giants. 65 supply compared to 60, but, well, Neutron did what he wanted to do. He shut down one of the expansions, and it is now one base play versus one base play. About 11 minutes on both of these gold mines left, as we're looking at the Mountain Giants shift their way down again. All right, Hippogriffs are now in the air to try and limit the amount of Zeppelin play. Mountain Giants shifting around again. And so far, Neutron's been doing a very great job of doing these split attacks. The Panda represents so much damage, and being able to deal so much damage to a tree, even if it's trying to be repaired, as we see Earthstorm and Fire engaging as well. Level 6 and level 5 Panda, level 6 Panda engaging with Earthstorm and Fire. And, well, as we're looking at the Satyr Hellcaller kind of stuck in the back here, not able to do all that much. Healing Wave still bouncing around, as we should be looking at some Chaos damage as well. Staff of Preservation saving Healing Ward from Neutron. Neutron's Panda healing up a lot of those units in the back, and this is just a one-way ticket, getting trapped in the corner as all of those units are now backing up once again. Scroll of Town Portal back to the Tree of Eternity. Remember, this Tree of Eternity was down to about 20 hit points or 30 hit points earlier in this game, so that would have been a major setback if it was not, well, if it was not taken care of, or if it was taken care of earlier, excuse me. Meanwhile, we are looking to have a Priestess of the Moon with so much mana, and we could be looking into a possible Starfall. Starfall extremely effective if you don't have a way to stop that channeling ability, but in the same time, Neutron can stagger Earth, Storm, and Fire between his two pandas to always have access to Storm and that Cyclone. We'll see if that does come into play, having two Earth, Storm, and Fires as the Dark Wizard, Satyr, and now making their way through. We also do have Hex coming in from the Shadowhunter. No big bad voodoo for the level 6 Shadowhunter, as the units are going to be engaging off from the north here. Mountain Giant 2-1 upgrades. Massive bears coming in from the south side here. Well, that is a lot of bears, and are they going to engage, and who's going to come out on top? A little bit of range damage from the Dark Wizard and those Dryads really changing things up here as the bears and the Mountain Giants are going to try to engage here. Serpent Wards are also down. Breath of Fire not really dealing any damage here. Staff of Preservation saves a bear who was caught in a taunt trap, so to speak. All right, units are going to continue to fight here. Serpent Ward's a little bit too far in the back, not able to engage at all, as we're looking at the Panda's trying to get Breath of Fire across multiple units. Satyr completely or surrounded in a weird spot. Healing Ward now being placed down, healing up those bears as well, as the units are trying to do a little bit more chasing. Are we going to try and engage? Yes, they're actually engaging next to all of the level 2 Serpent Wards as Neutron loses the bear. Breath of Fire coming back across on the other side here. Mountain Giant trying to retreat back. Healing Wave still bouncing around as the second bear gets taken down. 58 supply compared to 62. As well, we are seeing some Staff of Preservations on those Mountain Giants. All right, Dark Wizard still racking up all of that chaos damage. Another Staff of Preservation as we see what is this? Animate Dead. All right, Animate Dead. Those are both going to get cleared up pretty quickly. But as you animate Dead, you do not actually animate a bear in bear form. You actually animate a bear in druid form, but they don't have access to rejuvenation, so not very useful at all. All right. He's got a Tuskar chieftain. All right, Oh, breath of fire. A breath of fire blows down and takes out two mountain giants. That is a big, big blow there. As the units are now trying to retreat back, Tuskar Chieftain, only 950 hit points, and Command Aura trying to give a little bit of bonus damage as well. A quick polymorph onto the Druid of the Claw, not even a Hex, polymorph as the Dryads are now looking to engage back over as well. TGW 52 supply compared to 59. No, Panda at level 7 falls. We now have a level 6, and there's Starfall. Level 6 Priestess of the Moon with Starfall now dropping damage in from the sky. All the units are trying to retreat. That was not a great use of Starfall at all, though. Could have tried to, well, you want to use Starfall in a situation where your opponent needs to fight you. That is not the situation here at all, as we're looking at the Dryads continuing to try and put pressure onto those Druids of the Claw. Units are able to retreat back. Panda still has another healing ward as well, trying to heal up some of these bears. This is a percentage-based rejuvenation, as they are continue to be healed up again. The Dryad, however, able to focus down that healing ward, taking away some of that healing. Staff of Preservation saves another Dryad. Panda trying to push back the other side. Both Pandas are and now have Earth, Storm, and Fire, which should be able to shut down the Priestess of the Moon if it does try and use Starfall again in about 2 minutes. Engagements going back and forth. Low hit point Dryad, Priestess of the Moon, a little bit of bonus damage indeed. Level 3 True Shot Aura. The Dryads with +7 damage. Add in the Command Aura. Shadowhunter shows back up onto the battlefield as Neutron pushes in with another Earth, Storm, and Fire Panda push. Units backing away. Neutron is the one with the Tuskar Chieftain, and that's giving the Command Aura alongside Roar. Wow, so all of a sudden we could really have a large amount of damage if we have Roar alongside Command Aura giving bonus damage as well. All right, Bear is going to try and take down this Tree of Life. Tree of Life going to, well, fall very quickly as we are looking at Neutron attempting to expand over here onto the bottom left. And I think the game is starting to come to an end. Neutron finally finding a way to combat against his opponent. We all know that mercenary units are incredibly expensive, and if you don't build an advantage with them, well, things start to go sideways really quickly. Dryad about to get taken down. There it goes, as the expansion was taken down as well. Level 6, a Shadowhunter trying to keep the army alive. Priestess of the Moon does not have access to True Shot, or excuse me, Starfall as of yet, as a bear could get taken down. More Animate Dead coming across here, causing a little bit of, well, a little bit of zoning, as Neutron may lose another bear. Neutron may have overstayed his welcome, and that's exactly what it's going to look like. 2 bears are about to get taken down, and are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? Yes, we are. All right, it looked like a polymorph could have been inbound, not quite yet. We are looking at the Dark Wizard still in play here. 2 level 6 heroes and a Dark Wizard. A level 7 Panda, or a level 6 Panda and a level 7 Panda. Earth, Storm, and Fire. I don't know why he breathed the fire there, but well, this game is still going on strong. All right, the Queen of Suffering is now back in play, or is now in play as well. Another level 10 creep. It is melee damage, a little bit slow right there. Melee chaos damage as it gets, well, sent back very, very quickly. Shadowhunter, Scroll of Town Portal, doesn't want to stick around in this fight. Fire being able to burn up a mountain giant as it heads back as well. Shadowhunter, Priestess of the Moon, wandering around here. Queen of Suffering. I don't even know the abilities of a Queen of Suffering. My apologies. I wish I had access to the spells. It is considered a level 10 creep, so it is incredibly strong. I don't know. I know as a level 10 creep, you're supposed to be magic immune. Does that actually hold true for mercenaries? Like, is this Queen of Suffering magic immune? I don't I don't know if that holds true. Yeah, I know it holds true for creeps. All right. Oh. Okay, that was a possession from a level 10 Queen of Suffering. And
A player's
uh,
forces are under attack.
yeah, so or no, that was a mind control, or that was a charm. So Queen of Suffering creep automatically has charm. And now, at first, I thought, okay, Neutron trying to come back across here, and well, at least we know one of those abilities. The Queen of Suffering able to cast a charm on a bear, and now Neutron
The
has to
town is under
reconsider all
siege.
of his strategies. He needs to force an engagement. Oh, Starfall coming back across. Are we going to see? Yep, there is that Cyclone picking up that Priestess of the Moon as it was trying to defend here. All right, continuing to fight back and forth. Earthstorm and Fire and a Panda walking alongside each other. We're going to see more charms coming back across. The bears are turning on Neutron as a Scroll of Town portal is forced. Those
The town is under siege.
I have never seen a game like this, and I yeah. All right, Queen of Suffering. I believe Charm, Charm on a Dark Ranger, I believe has a 45-second cooldown. So if that is the case, um, the the Queen of Suffering is just gonna constantly use. Okay, Ancient Sasquatch joining in on the fight here. Is it gonna get charmed? Or what's going to happen? Oh, there's another charm. A bear is going to end up getting taken out. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation save it? Yes, we are. And that may just be what we see now. Queen of Suffering constantly charming opponents' units as a Breath of Fire. A Breath of Fire. Kill, deny. Right there, Staff of Preservation saving those units once more. Charm. Oh no, oh, that was faster than 45 seconds. That Queen of Suffering is really making Neutron suffer right now. 51 supply compared to 63. That Queen of Suffering living up to her name, constantly just stealing those units. As we have an Ancient Sasquatch. The Ancient Sasquatch has reincarnation. I totally forgot that. So the Ancient Sasquatch going to come back in play. It's like trying to take down a Tauren Chieftain as it throws down stomps as well. Another Staff of Preservation there as the Ancient Sasquatch could try and throw down a stomp, perhaps get a couple more bears. Nope, unable to get there as the animation was just a bit too long, allowing the Druid of the Claw to escape. All right, Queen of Suffering. We're looking at 46 supply compared to 48. What I'm really wondering is how is TGW behind on supply if he's just constantly stealing his opponent's bears? He has an expansion up. It is mining. Oh, his opponent has one base now, as this bottom left-hand expansion is the last one left. All right, this is the craziest game I have ever seen. I have ever cast. We have level 6 Shadow Hunter, level 8 Dark Wizard, level 6 Priestess of the Moon, level 10 Queen of Suffering. I believe none of the bears that TGW has were actually trained by TGW, as the Queen of Suffering has been charming all of those units pretty consistently. Ancient Sasquatch was resurrected along a level 9 Ancient Sasquatch next to a level 7 Tuskar Chieftain, as we see Neutron grabs a level 10 dragon. All right, level 10 dragon from Neutron. Even though it looks very red, it does have a little bit of blue in him, and that is the reason. Well, it is a blue unit from Neutron. So Neutron does start to use and does have access to a level 10 dragon. Queen of Suffering I do not believe, can possess or charm that particular unit. Are we going to try and charm anything else? And there is Starfall. There is the Earthstorm and Fire. We're waiting for the Cyclone, and no Cyclone as of yet, as the Queen of Suffering tries to escape down to 330 hit points, trying to back away. Where is the Shadow Hunter heal? Shadow Hunter healing a little bit more. Needs the Staff of Preservation to save that. That is a very important unit to try and win out in this battle. Tree Eternity trying to walk back away as more Dryads are showing up to the fight. Dark Dark Wizard gets taken down. Panda down to 7 hit points, down to 3 hit points, as Neutron now has a Razorman Chieftain and should be able to throw down a couple of healing wards to try and heal up some of those units. He also has Thorn's Aura as well, reflecting back some of that damage. Shadowhunter continuing to fight as well. Healing Wave bouncing around, healing once again. Ancient Sasquatch throws down a clap of some sort as it slows down those bears, as those bears are trying to walk away again. Healing Wave continuing to heal Neutron, getting in some more damage. I don't know if that red dragon actually has Devour, as we're looking at a Tuskar Chieftain getting taken down by a spear. Level 7 now on the Priestess of the Moon. Staff of Preservation retreating back out as the bears are getting cycloned, but, well, they'll still be able to get away. 39 supply compared to 43. And I believe we're reaching the end of the road here. Queen of Suffering was in fact saved. That is incredibly important, as Queen of Suffering pretty much disallows any bears to be trained by Neutron, as they would just be charmed in an instant. Shadowhunter low on mana. I'm going to head over here to this Moonwell and get back up a decent amount of mana once more. Tree of Eternity trying to take that bottom left-hand expansion, as well, action over here to the top right. A little bit of mining still going on. Red Dragon going after some of those wisps, as we're going to be looking at, well, Dryads, Priestess of the Moon getting ready to engage over here on the top right. 42 supply compared to 39. Not very many workers left. Razormane Chieftain. Are we going to see a healing ward? Staff of Preser or teleportation? Shadowhunter comes in from the back here, and now we're going to get into an engagement. Queen of Suffering gets bolted, I guess it gets storm bolted by the Razormane Chieftain, trying to finish things off. There's a Breath of Fire as the units are still trying to get back out. All right, Red Dragon looks like it's going to get focused down. 42 supply compared to 36. Red Dragon about to get taken down. It finally gets taken down as the Priestess of the Moon still, well, firing back the other way. Priestess of the Moon needs a little bit more time for Starfall, trying to back away once more. Slow, able to break free. There is another reincarnation. That Sasquatch does not get taken down easily, as we're looking at one panda about to fall. All right, and I believe that is the game. TGW wins in this game over Neutron in what I will call my April Fool's game of the year. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I enjoyed it. Complete insanity. April Fools on me. Metaphysics, thank you. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed my reaction.